So I just had panetta bread, and can I just say food coma hit me. So right now I was like, I don't want to drive. Mother, you do the driving for me. So last night, okay, so like right now I'm already like feel tired, and like I'm like I just want to go home and maybe watch Love is Blind or something on Netflix. You know what I really been wanting to watch is try to find a Korean drama. I'm just like I don't know, I'm like there's something about just the Korean language that I love. But either way, I'm already going into a different direction. So yesterday, Saturday, I was on full on like against the clock. I was really just time. Okay, in the morning I just did some chores, but then later that day I was like, oh my gosh, like why did I even stop doing, like I should have not even done any chores because that just took time out of me. So yesterday, Saturday, my homework assignments are always due Saturday at midnight, and there was one particular assignment that, oh my, it took so long and forever. I'll then record and show you guys. It's a really cool and fun, interesting assignment, because it's like the steps where you draft and draw and like sheet over sheet over sheet. So that was actually really cool. I think you'll enjoy it if I show it to you. So a lot of time took to do that. So the drawing part did not take a lot. It was me watching the videos where we were supposed to follow the steps that the professor was telling us. So all of it is pre-recorded, so we were just needing to see everything and follow it. And that's what, like, it was a little tedious, because for me it's like, just kind of tell me and I'll do it, or let me just see what it is and I'll know how to do it. I'm actually kind of, I want to say I'm good at drawing, so all of that math and stuff I'm quite able to configure myself very good. I don't know how, but I'm able to. And so all of that took a long time. And then after that, it was like about 11:15, 11:30 where I finished all of the assignments. And then I had 2 quizzes to do, one for each class. And I was like I have to do those quizzes, most importantly because the professor puts them as study guide. So the answers that are there, I mean, not the answers, the questions that are given, that's something for us to review and have for when it's the final. So I was like, you know what, even if I don't get a good grade on it, at least I know what the questions are, because I always take pictures of it. I take pictures of the screen so I could know what I responded and what the answers like should be, and later on I could go back and take it. So I spent like I actually started the test like about 11:25, like 11:25. So I spent like 20 minutes, about 20 minutes on one quiz, and then I had to go to my other course, and then I took the other one at 15 minutes, and I definitely did not do good. But I'm like, you know what, it's better to get 1 or 2 points out of it out of 0, like, because see, I kind of made a mistake in which I returned a book, and it was the incorrect book. I returned the book that I returned. So I did, okay, so I don't know if I told you this, but I actually dropped the class. I had to drop, because remember how the time where I had my migraine? Well, so I had added 1 class after it was already 2 weeks in, so I was already 2 weeks behind, I should say. And then I got my migraine, which was 3 weeks, and then it was the following week, which I had like so much catching to do, and I was like, you know what, I'm just no way gonna be able to. And I spend like another week trying to like debate, will I be able to have the time for this and everything, as I was catching up for the other 2 classes. For this class I was like, okay, I'm gonna see it. I honestly was not able to. I was like, you know what, rather than just me thinking, just being stressed about this and not being able to put my full dedication and attention to these other 2 classes, I'm just gonna have to drop it and take it next semester. I don't know if I actually told you about this, but it was like very draining, and I never like to drop a class, but it was just those things that I really had to balance my live work and everything. And I was like, I cannot just like put, like, how can I say it, I really want to give my full divided attention to these classes, because I love it. It's really a passion of mine. I really like it. So In other classes, you know, like the regular general ed classes, like whatever, as long as I pass it. But these classes, it isn't just from me wanting to pass. I really want to understand it and everything. So I had to make the decision to drop it. So I had that book, and I was like, you know what, why do I want it? Why do I need it? So I'm just gonna return it. So instead of returning that book, I returned the book that I actually supposed to be using now. So last night I was like, it said like, you need to these quizzes are based on chapter 6 from this title book, and I'm like, wait, where's my book? And that's when I realized that I actually returned that book instead of the other book. I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay, so now I'm gonna have to reorder it so that way I could go back to the quiz questions. I can't retake the quiz, you know, but at least that way I could know what to have written down, so when the final comes, I'll know what to respond. But oh my gosh, it was crazy. And I was also making sure of the clock because J. Crew Factory was actually going to be having a sale. So I got an email saying like, hey, you know, our clearance is at 60%. I was like, you know, I'm gonna just check it and see. It was at 60% off. I'm like, I'm gonna just see what's there. I saw some goodies, and I was like, okay, you know, I'll do it. And then also when I was about to pay, it's like, oh yeah, 70% off later. After like the next day, I was like, well, I'm gonna wait. So I was waiting, and so I did my purchase because of the time difference. I don't know, like, if you know, like the whole time difference thing, like it's a secret. If you don't know about it, I don't know if I should share, because if I share it, then more people are gonna know more about it, and then all the goodies will be gone. But it's actually a shopping trick that not everyone knows about, but it's a way that you can get really good deals and be some of the first ones to do it. So I waited till, what was it, like 12:15, 12:30. It was about like 12:15 when the promos changed. So I was like, want to sleep like 11:30 a.m. and I was exhausted and tired. But so I did my homework. I then did a little bit of shopping, and then afterwards, well, I was like, I don't want to go to sleep yet, you know. So I listened just to a little bit of, watch a few TikToks, listen a little bit of music just to drain down. And oh my god, you can see it's starting to get dark already. But yeah, yesterday I was like all about against the clock, and so now it's hitting me. Now I was like, okay, now I'm tired. I ate food coma, and now we're going back home, and we're gonna be able to call it a good afternoon, good night. So I hope you're having a wonderful day. That was my little 411 on my Saturday. That's a way to say it, right? Okay, so I think I already entertained you enough with all my babbling, because I think like I actually did like a lot of talk from all around. I don't know, did any of that make sense? I feel like I just jumped around from one thing to another. That's how, you know, like sometimes you're speaking on one thing and then you just change topics because you kind of remember about something else that you missed. But yeah, okay,